Hi, my name is Brian Lozenski. I am an associate professor in educational studies, and I'm also a faculty fellow with the Kofi Annan Institute for Global Citizenship. I'm really excited to speak with you, and congratulations on your acceptance to McAllister College. I really do hope to see you here in the fall. Obviously, with all of the things that are going on with regard to the health crisis now. We have to kind of communicate virtually, and so that seems to be the new normal. But hopefully we'll be able to see you face to face this fall. And I want to tell you a little bit about educational studies, our department. Educational studies. It's a bit of what we describe as like a meta field, and so what I mean by that is that a lot of people think we just focus on teacher education and thinking about K-12 schools, and that's part of what we do, but it's not the entirety of what our department tries to approach. Really, educational studies explores the context in which education happens, and that could be formal education, such as your high school or here at McAllister. But that could also be things like non-formal education and informal education. It could be how education happens in different fields and different religious institutions. And so really we look at the context and the environments in which teaching and learning occurs with each other. And so for us, it becomes a really powerful place to learn and an important site of learning, particularly in the liberal arts context, when we're thinking about issues surrounding us, we're thinking about how information travels around the world, we're thinking about the purpose of what education could or should be with regard to economics, political context, our social and our cultural lives. So really, educational studies is a place for us to delve deep into those kind of questions. Who do we want to be? What kind of people do we want to be creating? What kind of questions do we want young people to be asking of the world? Do we want people to kind of accept accept the tacit assumptions and ideologies that are kind of moved from one generation to the next, or do we want people to have a more transformational approach to how we think about what our society could look like? And so there's lots of important questions that are being asked. Some of our courses deal with things like educational philosophies, how around the world, not just in the United States, but around the world, have different people constructed education and schooling, and for what purposes? What are they trying to do with it? Is it for the process of social transformation, or is it for the process of social replication, right? Those are some of the major questions. So educational philosophy deals with that. We look at some of the things that mediate education, such as culture, such as identity, such as technology, right? All of these different kind of ways that people exchange information, and what are the containers for the way we exchange information, whether that be through our language or whether that be through um, our cultural practices in the world and all these different kinds of things. So there are lots of really important questions. I think another important thing to understand about educational studies is that it's often an applied field. And that means that if you're taking educational studies classes, you will be engaged in projects of teaching and learning. And that doesn't have to be in schools. We certainly have lots of classes where you'd be able to engage with the surrounding schools and the surrounding neighborhoods, and working with young people, from early childhood education all the way up through adult education. But we also have, lots of our students working in community centers and working in healthcare and working and doing internships in a variety of different places, whether they be the nonprofit world or with government or for-profit spaces. And so thinking about all those different kinds of contexts, it's important for us to be able to take the ideas and the theories and the understandings that we're learning from class and then being able to engage directly with the surrounding community and with people who we have the pleasure to be connected to, based on our location here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Um, so yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunities here. There's a lot of things for you to be able to get involved with. Whether that's on or off campus, whether we're talking about student organizations, or whether we're talking about connecting with the surrounding institutions and organizations. So some of the things that you can do to learn more about our department, obviously, you can visit our website through the McAllister homepage, and take a look at some of the projects and things that are actually displayed on our website. Some of the courses and how the courses look at both domestic and international context. I think that'll be really important. If you want to find out more information and talk to somebody face to face or over the phone, any of our faculty in our department will be very happy to talk to you. Our department chair, Dr. Ruth Ann Kurthshay, is waiting and eager to be able to speak with you, as am I. And again, my name is Brian Lozenski. And so any of our faculty would be very happy to answer any questions you have. So congratulations again. And like I said, although right now we're kind of limited to this virtual interaction, I really do hope to see you in the fall, and I know that we will make it out of this on the other side. And I look forward to having you in classes, and particularly even in one of my classes. All right, so have a great day.